Hello and welcome back to Road to 10K episode 8. On this episode, where do I even start? There has been a lot that has happened in the past 2 weeks in the stock market. There has been a lot of stocks falling, and I think it mostly had to do with what the Fed are saying, that inflation is going to be stable and people are not sure exactly what they're going to do. So there's not much going on and the stocks are falling. It could also be China, the evergreen company. If you haven't heard of what is going on there, how they're in big trouble. They're the biggest company in real estate in China, and they lost a lot of money, and all the people backing them up has withdrawn their money, and no one knows what's going to happen to the company. The president did help it a little bit, but it's not enough, and if that goes down, it will affect the whole world too. That's such a big company that if it goes down, it's gonna affect a lot of company in the States, everywhere around the world. So that could be part of that too. That's why the market has been going down. So the market did go down, but it depends how you see it. So to me, it was good and bad news. The bad news was my account went down a little bit, and the good news was I was able to buy a lot of good stocks on a discount. So I always take the good news part because, like I always say, most of the companies I buy on here are the companies that are very solid and they will bounce back. So I don't have to worry about losing my money from them. So let's get started now. So almost every company here went down. So what is new in my account right now is over here is a DIV. I think I added about 10 more shares to it because I noticed that every time I get paid once a month on dividend. So I just added 8 more shares. I think I had 100 before, and I have 111. I'm gonna keep adding up to about, I think, a thousand shares to keep collecting that dividend, because even though the market went down a lot, it barely went down. It stays the same. It goes up a little bit and it come back to where it is. But if I'm getting the dividend, I might as well stick to buying a lot of it and collect the dividend. So if you go here and see all the activities that has been happening, because the market was going down, I bought some stocks. So if you see Speedlight over here, I added 6 more shares to my account. So at first I saw it dropping. If you remember the first time I bought it at $148 a share, and it dropped down to $133. So I thought that was the bottom, and I bought 3 more shares from there. And the way the market was dropping, is almost like catching a dropping knife. You might get burned depending on where you catch it from. So, and then after it went all the way down again to 123. So I put in the order for 117, I think 118. I expect it won't go down there to see yesterday. So I bought 3 more at that price. So that kind of averaged down my per share. So that was what I did with that one. And I also bought a new company called Facedrive. If you remember my last video, I was contemplating whether to buy Facedrive or buy the cancellation plan. So I ended up buying Facedrive, and what happened with Facedrive was crazy. So I bought it. I think it was $2. I think I bought it $2 and is it this one here? $2.92 or something. And within 3 hours, the stock went all the way up to $4.40. I should have sold it, but that's what happened. That's always it's important to know. It's not as important where you buy the stock, but where you sell it at. And I guess I got a little greedy and let it go. Then it dropped all the way back down. And since then, I've been trying to average down to get my average a little down. I'll be able to, because this stock has got it for around $9-10, and I think it went as high as $50, and it came back down. So if you go into Facedrive right now, I I've been averaging down since I bought it, and right now it's $1.28. And as you can see, my average price right now is $2.33. And since I got it, when it went up, I didn't sell it. It's been going down crazy. Where's $1.28 now? But my average cost right here is $2.33. So I'm down around $239. That's 45% down. But mind you, this stock, one day it could be up by say 80% alone. So I know it look really bad right now, but just Monday when the market opened, this stock can just jump right up. I can be in a positive. Just as you can see, I'm in a negative right now. So that we're gonna stick to this companies is what you can make a lot of money on this kind of stocks. But I took the risk anyways. And apart from that, what else did I buy? Yeah, that's all the 2 stocks I added so far. So I added a bit more to DIV, and I got 6 more shares of Lightspeed. That is the first time I bought it for $148, and then it dropped since. But I kind of leveraged down a little bit for my price to be $132 because I bought 7 more shares of a lower price. And I think the stock went down a lot because there's been a story about a short seller saying some bad stuff about them. The same thing did to Shopify when it first came out. But this is such a great company that when I saw it drop, I had to add more shares to it because I know I'm going to get my money back in no time. So they call it the next Shopify. This is a Canadian company, so you compare it to the next Shopify. Some people even say it's better than Shopify. And I heard a lot of buzz about it, how it's going to be $200 in January. So I added on to it. And this is going to be for long term, so I don't really care what the market is doing the short term. So you will see if it goes up there. So other than that, my total balance before was around 4,600, and it dropped a lot. Even though I had more money to it, that's why I got it back to 5. But I think all in all, I'm probably down. Okay, down here, say I'm down $400 in the past month over here. Yeah, that seems possible because the market has been dropping a lot. Every stock, the best stocks, they all been going down. But since most of the stocks I own are like the great companies, it hasn't really gone down that much. If it was mediocre companies, I'm sure I'd be down by like $1,000 by now. And also the semiconductor shortage, and the same thing with China. And if you heard how Nike's doing really bad now because it's happening, I don't know what's going to happen to Apple, but I know in the long term, Apple is going to survive. So I'm still waiting around to see if Apple goes down more from where it is now to say 112, 115. I'm going to go back shopping soon, like back and buy a lot of Apple too. So that's it for now. We are halfway past the 10K right now. So let's see where this takes us. So if everything come back to normal, this portfolio without adding any more money should be around say 54 or 5500. So looking so very good right now, and let's see what happens. It's doing great. And if this market is still low next week, maybe it's a chance for you to add more to your stocks you already own, the good companies, because you know the great companies always come back. When there's any storm that it chose at it. Just as a little pullback, maybe the market collecting itself. So, hey, if you feel like buying any of these companies that are down right now, if they're down more than 10% and you know it's a good company, you know it's time to buy. Buy for now. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, leave a comment, and also comment on how the portfolio is doing so far. And we will see from here where we go from here. But I got some great companies I want to buy, but because this speed light dropped that much, I had to put that money in there, so at least get a chance to buy other companies too. But for now, it seemed great. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.